Well, you know I get this question all the time. How do I get my exhaust ports to look the way they do? What's the secret? Well, YouTube's been good to me, so I'll share it with you guys. The secret is do a really good job. All right, stay rowdy, my friends. See you next time. So I honestly think that if you're paying to get your saw ported, your exhaust ports should look pretty damn good. I mean, that's what we do for a living. It's what I do for a living, so you got to understand that. And if you just started out porting, it might come a little, might have to work at it a little bit, but really, if you do this professionally, this should not be a secret. Never fails, guys. Every time I do a video where I show some of my port work, I get a bunch of people that ask how I get my exhaust ports to look the way they do. And no, it's not just the light. The light actually will expose if there's any defects. Some people think that the light's like tricking you. Like, well, I mean, if you shine your light like this, like, hey, check out my exhaust ports, guys. And blind people, and they can't see, but we're going to take a 500i. So here is the stock exhaust port. And I'm not going to show you like my numbers or nothing, but here is how much I open it up. The 500i, I open these up a lot. I have my reasons. Again, I do a lot of 500i's, so I have my reasons, and I don't do this on other saws, though, other cylinders. I think that chainsaws have a adequate exhaust, the port size, but on a 500i, they're really small. See what I mean? That's a pretty small exhaust port. I have tape over the intake because I did the intake ports on these, and I think that's where my big secret is on the 500i's is the intakes. And no, I don't epoxy them. I didn't know people did that, to be 100% dead honest with you guys. I have never epoxied or JB welded an intake in my life. Never done that. I didn't realize people did, but the 500s do run a really low intake, and the way I build them, not necessary. But I do open the exhaust quite a bit. So I have the exhaust gasket and heat shield. I put them on the exhaust port, and then obviously you have to open the muffler up. Let's see, here's a stock. I mean, you can just see like how big of that's a big difference. Then I also cut a lot of that baffle out. See how that baffle is kind of, I'll flip it around so you can see it. So I mean, I take quite a bit out. Big old exhaust on these is what I want. So I'll show you how I get it. First off, I use these Aluma-Cut, Aluma-Hog, whatever you want to call them, these really aggressive burrs to get the general shape. And then I'll switch to something like this to get into the corners. These are kind of expensive bits, they're like $20 a piece. And then I like this to finish them off. It's just like the cylinder double cut burr, not the more aggressive. And then that's where I used those 3 burrs, and I got to those exact 3 burrs, and I got to where I'm at right now. So now I have the shape that I want. I will take the gasket off, and I'll probably leave the heat shield on, and then I'll show you how I get it to a mirror finish. No joke this time. I did this before, and I kind of made a joke of it because there is really no secret, guys. You got to just keep going until it's perfect. That's literally it. So it takes some time. I'm not going to sit here and record the whole time I'm grinding and buffing and polishing and all that stuff, but I'll show you the gist of it. The key is your work up to where you start polishing. You got to have it really smooth. Like I'll have them so smooth and even that it damn near doesn't even need to be polished before you polish. Otherwise, you're just polishing a bunch of gouges. And yes, I have seen that. So, all right, let's do it. Okay, here we go. So I took the exhaust gasket off. And so, like I said, I get the general shape. I call that my rough cut. Now, you guys have all seen these, right? They work good. They work really good. And I'll take this and I will get it pretty smooth with this guy. very lightly pressing. Get the corners. Okay, so after that sanding, I call that like the second cut, and it's still got some, it still needs some work, right? So then you can wrap it around like a drill bit or a split mandrel or bolt, anything you want to wrap it around. I used to use a drill bit with some of the oh shit, his name is escaping me now, that fuel line, the yellow fuel line. Oh Christ, what the hell's that? I know what it's called too, and I just can't think of it. Viton, and I'll use like Scotch-Brite. This is like 3M brand Scotch-Brite, and then I'll hit it with this quick. And then this is gonna get kind of the deeper scratches out. And then usually I'll see, after I do this, I'll see any spots that need to be touched up again yet. It's kind of hard to do this on camera, so I'll probably cut again and then come back. Alright, so now I have the finish that I want. It'll almost look polished just like this, but it's not, trust me. The little scratches and defects you see are very light. You can run your finger across them, you won't feel it. Now time for the secret ingredient, guys. So I don't want to hear any excuses from any of these saw builders that they can't get their exhaust ports looking good. Because you can get this shit anywhere. Literally anywhere. I know, let it sink in. To me, WD-39 doesn't quite cut it, and 41 is a little excessive. So I use WD-40, and I use the same Scotch-Brites. It's literally no secret at all. Spray a little bit of this on there. I'll even do it on camera for you guys. I like to spray a little bit on there. You can use steel wool also. I like that. You'll see, this stuff works pretty good. It gets a little messy. I'll probably getting it all over my damn camera. Now it's going to build up this like gray sludge. That's the stuff. That's it. I think you're just using the metal dust, and it polishes itself. So I'm going to show you on camera. I'm not going to cut. I'm not going to cut, just so you see. It's not quite there yet, but this will prove the point. Get the light in there. I got a little ways to go yet, but that's it. Let me hit it a little more. See how see how that's gray like that? Use a little more WD-40. I think it's just taking the metal dust and reusing it, and it polishes it up really nice. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are. It gets really gray. Okay, and then I'll even take just the towel that I was using. Put it in the same bit or burr or handpiece. Okay, I did that on camera. On camera, I did not cut film. Check it out, guys. That is a perfectly smooth, polished exhaust port. Now, if I'm not recording it to try to show you in one cut, I'll get it better than this, and I will. I'll finish it off, but I'm not doing anything different. I'm using WD-40, Scotch-Brite, and then just a rag around the same bit. And I'll get it looking nicer than this. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. That's the secret, guys. The secret is do a good job. If it don't look perfect, Keep going. That's the secret. So here's the two 500s I got done. Hopefully get a third one done today. The short answer, I mean, how do you get exhaust ports to look like this? The short answer, if it don't look like this, keep sanding, keep polishing, keep doing whatever the hell you need to do to get it to look like that. That's all there is to it. Do the best job you can. If it don't look like that, keep going until it does. All right, guys, stay rowdy. Don't be lazy. See you next time. It may look crude, but this little heater actually gets this thing really... Yep. That's what I think.